All right, it's time for this might be my first rant, I think. Try and stay pretty positive, but I was playing around today looking up just random parts and shit, nothing I plan on buying. But please correct me if I'm wrong if there's a website or a YouTube video or something that explains all the stuff that I'm going to go on about here for the next couple minutes, and please let me know. But anyways, let's get into it. So right now, I'm in this video. I'm just going over exhausts for KTM's. But if you're not a KTM guy, don't skip. Listen to what I'm saying here because it's relevant to every bike. So looking up exhausts, right? I got my bike selected here, and I just find that for the price of these things, there should be way more information than what's on here. So let's let the exhaust pull up here. Okay, so first of all, you got the headers. This is titanium, and then I think the other one's, I don't know, steel, aluminum, whatever. Anyways, not the point. So here's the highest end, full titanium Akrapovic Evolution line. Here in Canada, you're like $2,000 to buy this. But what gets me is the lack of detail. Like, when these things are designed, they don't just build these fucking exhausts, throw them on, oh, it sounds good, let's go run it. These things are dyno tested, bends are changed, dyno tested again. They know exactly how much power they're gaining compared to stock. They know exactly what they weigh, but yet all they tell you is substantial weight savings, okay? Well, how much weight? Tell me the exact. What am I spending $2,000 on? Am I saving 6 or 9 pounds or 6 or 9 ounces? Increased tightening torque, increased performance, more usable speed range. Like, I know some of this stuff you can't put a number on and measure, but when it comes to weight and horsepower gains, at least a percentage. I know you can't, things change and not all dynos are the same, but give us a rough estimate. Like, I just find that crazy. So let's go back because you can also buy right through KTM the new FMF header and silencer. But just for instance, let's go to the silencer. So, and this is another thing. So you got this black one here is the cheap version, okay? It's not titanium, doesn't have the fancy carbon tip. I'd like to know what that weighs compared to this one. Because this fancy titanium, sexy looking blue silencer with the sexy carbon tip is like $300-400 Canadian more. Well, is it saving me, like I said before, 6 or 9 ounces? Is it saving me a pound? What am I saving? Is it just looks? Does it have any more power somehow with the titanium? Anyways, I'm digressing. Okay, so again, we get in here. It tells us it's made of high-grade titanium. Carbon silencer cap. Mounting is also possible with original header. This I really like. That Akrapovic system we just looked at. Those KTM and Gas factory edition bikes, they come with the Akrapovic silencer. Well, that specific slip-on, you can't put an aftermarket Akrapovic header onto. So if you want to do a header on those factory edition bikes, you pretty much got to sell your stock silencer it came with, or just throw it in the scrap bin, which I find really stupid. At least the FMF, if you want to cheap out, you can just buy the silencer. Later on down the road, you save up some coin, you can buy the header. But anyways, digressing again, same thing. Look down here, significantly more torque, substantial weight savings. What are the fucking numbers? And I could just be negative and I could be totally wrong, but in my head, I honestly think that the only reason they're not putting these numbers up here is because they're not that good. I think these stock exhausts have come so far these days. I'd be very surprised if you gain more than 2, maybe 3% horsepower after spending $2,000. And I could be totally wrong. And one more thing I'm going to show you just to compare, because I am slightly, like I've always liked Yoshi, but the one thing I will say, so we're on the Yoshimura site now, this is for their 250 and 350. at least they do have on here percentages. They got a nice video with the review. It tells you all about it, blah, blah, blah. And then right away on the dyno, the new RS12 TI system adds 2.7% max power and 2.6% max torque. Thank you. And then it goes on. There's more detail here. You can read about how it changes the throttle response, the rev limiter, this, that, which is great. But at least they give you the fucking percentage. Like, my God. It's not that hard. Actually, now that I'm looking here, I didn't read this far before. Using titanium keeps the system light 7.9 pounds and gives that works look that it's sought after. Okay, so it tells you the weight. That's beautiful. Could I please know the FMF titanium kit? Can I know what the header saves me in weight? What does the silencer save me? Like, right here, if I was ordering something tonight, I'd go with Yoshi just because they're actually giving me some numbers. Anyways, that's my rant. Sorry to bore everyone or nerd out, but it doesn't make sense to me. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if there's a video that compares all these. I'm sure that will come eventually, but there's tons of these bikes. The 22.5 factory edition's been out now for over a year, and we can't get numbers on the Akrapovic and the FMF. Really bugs me.